Yeah, we have a lot of confidence. We have a lot of belief in this group. We're not scared of anybody. We believe that we can beat anybody in this region, and yeah, we're looking forward to this match. I mean, you can't ask for much better than a World Cup qualifier in the Azteca. So, this is going to be our biggest test, I think, to date, and we're all looking forward to it, and we're all very confident going into this game. I would think so. I mean, I haven't. This is my first time coming with Canada to the Azteca and playing here, so I can't speak on the other groups that have been here. But I would probably think that it's a different feeling for sure from the inside and probably from the outside as well. A lot of people believe in this group. We definitely within the group we know what we're capable of, and we're excited to show that tomorrow night. Yeah, of course. I mean, it's always special playing here. I played earlier this year with Toronto against Cruz Azul, and then obviously I played against Club America about 3 years ago here, and that was a special match, for our team and for myself personally. So it's always special coming here and playing in Mexico. These guys have been one of the best for a very long time in this region, and as a competitor, you always want to play against the best. You want to prove yourself against the best, and it's the way you grow as a player and a person. And everybody here on the team is looking forward to it, and so we're looking forward to what I think will be a very special night tomorrow. It is a factor for sure. I'm not gonna sit here and say that it's something that you just deal with as a player, or it's something that it's not a factor in the game. It's a factor, But I think in this game, it's a bit different than playing a club team from Mexico, because you're playing against a national team of Mexico where they have players playing in outside of Mexico where they're at sea level. So I think for some of their players, it will be tough as well. So I think the altitude is tough. We've trained here a couple of days, so it's not something that's going to surprise us. It's something that we're going to have to deal with, and we know we're going to have to deal with. So it's not something that's going to be an excuse. It's something that, it's another factor in the game and to deal with, along with, being away at the Azteca, the away fans, and so many other things that come with being in the away team in this kind of match. It's just another factor, and we're gonna do our best to deal with it. Huge. I mean, especially in these kind of qualifiers and the way it is set up for this cycle with 3 games in such, in the space of 7-8 days. You need depth. Depth is what's going to take you to the World Cup, and we have a lot of it, and we showed that in the Gold Cup. We showed that in the last window as well, I think. I think we had about 18 different players that started throughout the 3 games. So yeah, we're very confident with ourselves. We're confident with the players that come in, and we know that they're going to get the job done. So, and honestly, I think as far as depth goes, I think maybe we are one of the deepest in this region for sure. So that's an advantage for us, and I think tomorrow is going to show, and we're gonna try and do our best game tomorrow.
We're in the stadium tonight and just soaking it in. It's a pretty historic stadium. Remember watching this as a kid, the '86 World Cup. Man, it's what lit my fire for football. So yeah, it's a proud moment to be here. I think every game is just a different test. I think coming here, all I can see is opportunity. I mean, that's what we've talked about with the players. I mean, our history in this stadium hasn't been great, and the Mexicans are the perennial champions of CONCACAF. We know that. So I think for us coming in here, it's just a wonderful opportunity to step forward, and that's the message, loud and clear. We took a big step in the Gold Cup in Houston with 75,000 Mexicans cheering their team on. And tomorrow, when we play, it'll be a no backward step. We want to keep stepping forward. So this group of men are ready and I think really excited just to express themselves in this Coliseum. Yeah, great question. The Atiba, Kyle, Lucas are all in return to play still and progressing well. They're not with us now in Mexico, so they've missed that opportunity. And similar to you, we're monitoring them every day. We're getting good information. That's leaving us hopeful that they might join us in this window. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to bring Milan Bojan. The COVID realities with his situation has meant he's had to miss this window. You know, we had a lovely video message from him, and he's pretty emotional. This is, you know, a big loss for us. Not just as a goalkeeper, but his presence. He's been unbelievable with this group during this campaign. So we'll replace him with Dane St. Clair, and Dane's no stranger to our environment and will be an adequate replacement. He'll certainly fit into the group well, as he always has. Yeah, I think it changes a lot. I had a chance to watch him against Newcastle this weekend. I wish I didn't. He was in great form. So, and that's what we want. We want Mexico, you know, with their best players here. We need these tests. We need to really test ourselves in this environment. And we also need to learn. We need to learn what Mexico looks like playing with Corona, Lozano, Jimenez up front. Mexico haven't played with those three players together in over 2 years. And that's their best front three. So, you know, we can learn because we've got a home game as well coming up in a couple of weeks' time against Mexico. So, you know, getting on the front foot against them, understanding them as an opponent and how they work together is going to be a great challenge for us. But at the same time, we played against Jimenez in the Gold Cup. And I know, you know, Atiba, Derek Cornelius and Daniel Henry were a back three pairing at that point. And yeah, they were able to manage him for periods. So I don't think they're coming into this, you know, with that fear that we're, you know, it's something we can't handle. And I think they're excited for the challenge of playing a top level player. Well, the first thing has been looking back, Josh, looking back at the journey of this team for a period of time. Whether it's been the last window, the Gold Cup, and recognizing there's a foundation that they can come into here, that they can trust each other. It's a group of players that will fight for each other, whistle to whistle. And when you've got that foundation, it gives them the ability to get after it, to get after the game. And the other message is we've suffered some moments. We've had moments where we've been down goals in games, and we've showed a resilience to come back, and that this team has the ability to score against any team in CONCACAF, which we've shown. So they can risk a bit. And I think that's a good message to us. This is a game that historically no one expects you to win in the Azteca. Not many people do here. But, you know, there is a chance to rewrite that narrative for this group of players. And, you know, we want to embrace that. And as a group, I think everyone is on the same page. They want to embrace an opportunity to change the narrative in what is one of the meccas of football. Well, when we look, we're still growing as a team. We're still getting better, and I think that's one thing we've got to keep our feet on the ground. And you know, games can change, as I've said to this group. You know, you can have an underdog that fights 12 rounds, loses on a points decision, has the rematch, and gets knocked out in the first round by the champion. And that's one of the biggest challenges coming in here. They know that Canada, we left a mark on them in that last game. And good teams, good players, championship teams, they step up. So we're not a surprise anymore. So what we're expecting is a big response from the Mexican team. We've got to be able to handle that. But, you know, as we said right at the beginning, take a step forward, take another step forward together. And I think everyone is just excited to take that step forward.